Hey my loves, and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? And how do you think I'm doing? As you know, I'm pretty new at this, but it turns out I really love it, so I think I'll keep going for a while longer. If you like what I'm doing here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications button, and like this video if you do. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is how you can create the life that you want to live here and now, today, through a more present and heart-centered way of living. I've learned this through a process called desire mapping, which is created by my awesome mentor, Danielle Laporte, who've written this book called The Desire Map. So often in life, we have these dreams and goals and achievements that we want to accomplish, things in the future that we are always striving towards. It can also be being trapped in the if onlys. If only this thing would sort out. If only this project was over. If only I would find the perfect job. Or if only I would be well in my body again. If only I would find the perfect partner. Or we just postpone our life and our happiness to my next vacation, to the weekend, to whenever something in the future might happen. And we do all of these kinds of things, and we look to the future because we think that over there we will get to feel the way that we want to feel. Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is feel good. And that's the reason why we do all the things that we do. Desire mapping is about tricking future by noticing or realizing or making conscious the feelings that we actually love feeling, the feelings that we connect with those things in the future that we're striving towards, and identify what those feelings are and create them for ourselves here and now instead. So I'll break this down for you in a simple example. Say you're looking for the next job opportunity because you're not very happy in your job right now. And you're thinking that if only I would get that job where I would get more of what I'm longing for, then I would be happy. So you imagine being there in the new perfect job that you think will make you feel the way you want to feel. And for me, I like to visualize this to actually see in my mind's eye that I'm there, and notice in my body what it is that I think I would feel. So for example, if you're looking for the next perfect job, maybe you would feel more community because your colleagues are different. Maybe you would feel more freedom because your boss isn't on your tail all the time. Maybe you would feel more creativity because you would have a bigger freedom to create the things that you want to create. So the way this works is that you actually identify then, in this case, I think that if I would have that job, I would get to feel free, I would get to feel creative, and I would get to feel community. So those are some of your core desired feelings. Now that you know that it is freedom and creativity and community you're looking for, you can move there to here by creating circumstances for yourself to get to feel those feelings today. So I can feel community by calling a friend, or by going to lunch with some colleagues that I actually like and engaging myself in an interesting conversation. I can feel freedom by walking outside and looking up to the sky as I take a deep breath. I can get to feel creativity by doodling while I'm on a phone call and drawing something that makes me happy. It's those small things, because life is nothing but a string of moments attached together through time. So you want to take back the power over your life by creating moments intentionally where you get to feel the way you want to feel today, and not if only that thing would happen, or in the new job, or at vacation, or if only this problem would solve itself, or I get to feel the way I want to feel when I've reached that goal. Because the thing is, when we live our lives like that, always in the future, is that for one thing, we might actually reach our goal, but then when we're there, we're actually not feeling the way we expected to feel. We're not feeling the way that we wanted, because maybe you're at that new job, but there's something else that you didn't even anticipate that doesn't work out perfectly there. Or you have issues in your relationship now and you're still not happy. So now the relationship part is your ego's favorite chew toy, or is the big hurdle that you need to get over to get to feel the way you want to feel. But most of the time we have all these goals and achievements and dreams and if onlys in our lives, and we actually get to them one by one, but we're so focused in the future still that we didn't even notice that this used to be a big thing. But then as it got closer, it decreased in value for me because I was further away in the future. And so I didn't even notice that I achieved my goal, and I didn't get to feel the way I wanted to feel because I had moved on to something else. So I'm always living in the future. So the way I work with this in my daily life is that I have my core desired feelings up on my bathroom mirror. And I look at them every morning. And as I plan out my day, I think of what are the different ways that I can get to feel the way that I want to feel. So one of my core desired feelings is joy. How can I get to feel joy today? Well, I can put on some good music and dance to it. I can create a video for you, which brings me a lot of joy. I could watch a funny YouTube clip and laugh for a bit. Or I can hold up the door for someone else. That also brings me joy. There's so many things that brings me joy in a day. And when I intentionally notice the ways that I can create my life through doing this or through creating circumstances for me feeling the way I want to feel, I notice how much power I have over creating my life. Another one of my core desired feelings is authenticity. So how can I get to feel authentic today? Well, by sitting here doing this with you without really having everything being perfectly set out. I'm still new at this, I'm still trying my best, and I'm sharing my life with you in a quite vulnerable way. And that's scary, but I feel authentic and I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. It's so much easier to create the life we want to live if we break it down like this. We don't have to have all the things sorted out. Everything externally around us doesn't have to be perfect for us to get to feel the way that we want to feel. And this is an amazing realization. Because life is only in the present moment. It's here and now, and I get to decide what I do with this moment. It's never about the external things. It's always about how I choose to respond to whatever is happening around me. And I can choose to also create circumstances for myself where I get to feel the way that I want to feel. And the amazing thing about this is that it also works very well alongside the law of attraction, because feelings are magnetic, and when you start by feeling the way you want to feel before you start doing something, you are much more likely to attract the result that you are looking for. And it works the way with gratitude. With focusing on the things that you are grateful for, you will notice more and more things to be grateful for, because that's how the brain works. And that's how energy works. And that's how the universe works. So when you start by identifying different ways you get to feel the way you want to feel today, and start by doing things that help you get there, you are much more likely to get to the results that you're looking for. But also the results over there aren't as important anymore because you've moved your life to here. So realizing this, that everything I do because I want to feel a certain way. And when I create circumstances for myself where I get to feel the way that I want to feel before I start, that's when I create the reality that I want to have. So of course I could go much more into depth on this subject, and I probably will in the future, because this is one of my favorite things. If you want to get started on your own process of desire mapping, I have worksheets for you, both in Swedish and English, and they're linked down below. So if you want to get started, please check them out. And please comment below what are the feelings that you are longing to feel. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a beautiful rest of the week.